welcome to the 12th annual Crossroads Farmers Market, and we are here now with Rosa Sanchez. Rosa is the Fresh Check Coordinator. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for inviting me.
Rosa, can you tell us what is Fresh Check Coordinator?
Okay, my position that I do in the past 2 years, I make sure that my table as a Fresh Checks Coordinator, everything runs smoothly. For example, the computers are running okay, my tablets, the iPhone, that we have enough volunteers, that we have enough fresh checks, the silver coins to distribute to the participants. I make sure that we have enough EBTs, which is the fresh checks wooden tokens. So it's a lot to do in my tables.
Rosa, now you told me that you've been with the network, food network, for more than almost 10 years.
I have been since 2009.
Almost when they started.
Yeah.
And what has been the difference from then to now?
My gosh, we're famous. We have more people that comes to the market. I remember in 2009 it was very slow. Not a lot of people came to use their food stamps, for example, 2 people in the whole year. Second year, maybe 5 people. So now we see more people coming to use their food stamps. People know us, people trust us. We have that relationship, so people know us in the community. People like us.
Right.
And I love the farmers market too.
Now, you told me that before you are a social worker.
I used to work for the Department of Social Services, so as a community connector. So before I came to the market, I'm a former employee of the social services. So I came with knowledge that what I knew from my other job to here. So
especially about the WIC and
especially food stamps.
SNAP programs.
Yes.
Can you tell us about these programs?
Okay, the food stamps is for people. They call it SNAP, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Is for low-income parents. Everyone who's low income can apply. It doesn't matter if you don't have a green card, but if your kids are born in the United States, you're able to apply. So that's SNAP. And WIC is for moms who are expecting babies, like me, who am expecting a baby.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And for moms who have breastfeeding, or for moms who have kids under 5.
Well, what is the process?
The process it takes time. You have to put an application. You have to go to a face-to-face interview at social services. Montgomery County is good. You usually do face-to-face interview, phone interview, and PG County is a little harder.
Okay.
So it's a process. It takes about 30 days a process, but definitely if you really have no money and you have an emergency, it doesn't take more than 10 days.
Now, how do you apply? Because, I mean, a lot of these things, I know you can do it online, but a lot of people, especially in our community, don't have that
There are
access.
a lot of places where you can go apply if you need help. For example, Maryland Hunger Solution, Catholic Charities. I mean, there are CASA, there are places where they can help you, but the best way is online, which is my DHR website, or you can go straight to social service and they can help you submit an application.
Can they come here and?
They also can come here. Actually, we're going to have, starting next week, someone from, I think it's Maryland Hunger Solutions coming to help with SNAP. They're going to do it online. So we're going to have people that will come. But if anybody comes and say, Rosa, how can I apply for food stamps? What is the process? I can help them with food stamps. I know how to do the application.
Now, let's say, okay, I have food stamp and I can come here and buy. What can I buy?
Fruits and vegetables.
All right.
And honey. So you can use with food stamps. First of all, we match food stamps up to $20. If you use your EBT, use 10, we give you 10. 15, we match up another $30. Wow. But if you use 20, we match another 20, which is $40.
How can people come here? Where are we located so people can come?
We're located on Ann Street. I always tell people by Comalito, I say by Chuck E. Cheese's, by Mega Mart, on Hammond Street, in front of the Purple Lane. I tell people across Rite Aid. But we're here, and this is our, I believe, our 12th season and my 10th season. So,
Rosa, and let me ask you, if somebody wants to talk to you, where can they reach you? Can they reach you, or they can just come here on Wednesdays?
I'm here every Wednesday from we open 11 to 3, but I come here at 8:30. So from 8:30 to 11, I'm free to talk to anybody regarding food stamps, any type of benefits. Okay. I'm here.
Well, Rosa, thank you very much. And I'm here right now with Jennifer Underwood and Isabella. And Jennifer, can we talk about, it's a big organization. What is the Crossroads Community Food Network?
So
So the Crossroads Community Food Network focuses on access to food, equitable access to food, healthy eating. It was founded for that purpose, to try to make sure that everybody gets equal access to fresh fruits and vegetables.
And what are the programs? I know we have two big ones. One is the Farmers Market, where we are right now,
Yes.
the kickoff today. But you also have the Community Kitchen.
Yes.
What are the things you do beside, these are big events, what would you call it? It's not even an event.
So there are two programs that Crossroads focuses. One, like you mentioned, the Farmers Market, and the Community Kitchen. The Community Kitchen's in its first year right now. We're very brand new. In addition to those two programs, we have a healthy eating program. So one of our colleagues goes to the public schools here in Montgomery County, especially here close to Takoma Park, and does healthy eating education with 5th grade. There's Piney Branch and Rolling Terrace middle schools.
Okay. So what about the Farmers Market? Let's talk a little bit about the Farmers Market.
Yes.
So when did it start? And one thing, how long have you been with the Food Network?
I have been with the Food Network for 1.5 years as a full-time staff, but I learned about Crossroads about 5 years ago because I was teaching a food safety course for their staff, and that's how I met Christy, the executive director, and some of the other staff like Michelle.
You've been here for a year. You were here last year.
Yes.
Well, what has been the big changes, or is there any new changes for this year?
Absolutely. So one of the biggest changes is now that the kitchen is open. It opened last fall, and so what that allowed is 3 of the vendors right now, the farmers markets, actually rent space at the kitchen and prepare their foods there. For example, Nancia from Nancia's Antojitos prepares her food there to then vend here at the market.
Okay.
So we're hoping to grow that program significantly. Some of the changes with the farmers market, I believe it's we've expanded our offerings, not only the fruits and vegetables, but we also have prepared foods. We have the music now, which is a great component. The farmers market has become more of a community, I think, where a lot of families come here every year and they know that we're going to be here. One thing that's very unique is that we have 100% retention, meaning all 100% of the vendors have been coming back for the last 3 years,
Wow.
which we're very proud of that. I'm very happy that they believe in our market.
Right. And where do you get these farmers from?
So they're all within 100 miles from here. One of them even is as close as less than 5 miles away. So some come from Virginia, Maryland, all local.
Is there any new things going on this year at the farmers market?
Anything that is new, we have a new prepared vendor, food prepared vendor, Pirca, that he does Peruvian empanadas, so they're a new vendor to the market. We are doing a lot of outreach. We have nonprofit organizations who can come and set up a table here and promote their offerings as well to the community. We want to make sure that this is a place where people can feel welcome and get information that may be helpful for them.
In the farmers market, let's give you a basic information. Every Wednesday from 11 to 3 p.m.
Correct.
And until when?
Until November 28th. So we have 33 weeks for the farmers market. We're hoping to make this market at some point possibly year-round. So we've been extending the many weeks that we're open. Yes.
Now, for people who need help, either financially, I know there's some programs that people can come here and get.
Yeah, so in terms of programs that we offer, right behind us we have our WIC and our SNAP table. So people who are on food assistance programs like SNAP or WIC can come here and spend their benefits, but not only spend the benefits that they have, we actually double the amount. So for example, if somebody has $20 on SNAP benefits, we give them a matching $20. So they can spend $40 here at the market. And this is the first farmers market that started that program 12 years ago. Now over 500 markets in the United States do something similar.
Is that something that you do? Where are you getting the help from?
So it is funded. We raise money for that, and there's also some government funds that come through to be able to support that double dollar program.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, we are located on Ann Street off of New Hampshire Avenue. So if you know where the Mega Mart is, we're on the side street next to the Mega Mart.
So very close to New Hampshire and University.
And the university, yes.
Now let's transition to the community kitchen.
Yes.
What is specific information can you give us about the community kitchen? How can I take advantage of it?
How can you take advantage? So one thing that you can do is go on our website. We have what we call an interest form, and basically you fill it out and tell us why you want to start a food business, right? Why do you want to sell if it's a recipe from your home country or a family recipe? Then we help you walk through the steps as to like what licenses you need to get, what certifications you need to get. We also offer a micro enterprise training program, so people can come and learn what it takes to start a food business. And after they graduate from the program, they can apply to rent space at the kitchen. And it's it's the most affordable kitchen in the area.
Oh, wow.
Yes. We also offer some scholarships for low-income families who need some financial assistance.
I'm here right now with Mark Elton. Mark is the owner of Café Pirca.
That's right.
First of all, what is Pirca?
Pirca is it's a word from Peru. It's an Inca word that refers to pre-Columbian architecture, a wall that was used in villages. But in one region of Peru, it also has a meaning that basically describes community work that's done together as a community, and that is the sense in which we intend it for us. So it sort of tells you that we're a Peruvian food company, and also that we're aiming to take a role in the community.
And Mark, let me ask you, since you talk about a small business, you started a small business, how was the process? Because you are what they call benefit corporation.
That's right.
What is a benefit corporation?
Sure. So a benefit corporation is a corporation that is started, and in the charter, the kind of founding document, the company specifies that it has a mission beyond only making a profit, and that it'll pursue some public benefit. And in our case, we are committed to hiring people who face barriers to employment, which is broad. It can mean people who have a criminal record, people who have a disability, for whatever reason have struggled in the labor force. And so our goal as we grow beyond our kind of starting team is to hire people who face these barriers. Yeah.
And why you got into benefit corporation? Is it because you can help other people, or?
Yeah, I think mostly because it's something that I believe in and wanted. If I was going to do a business of my own, I wanted that to be a key part of it. I thought about that for a long time because I think that the good jobs are kind of the starting point for I guess community development. But also I think that it's something that the public is more interested in. I think it's something that maybe people who shop and buy our food with us will appreciate as well. I think it's something people are learning about and starting to value more.
And how do you get involved with either the Crossroads Community Food Network? How you got involved?
We were looking around for great places to vend, and non-profit farmers markets are a great option. And we were kind of asking around through friends of ours who actually work in agriculture. I have some friends who are farmers or involved in farming, and we asked for recommendations, and people said, well, this is a great market, you have to check out Crossroads. And so we got in touch, and they came and tried our food and liked it, and then we were able to start. This is our first season with Crossroads.
Now, as a small business or a benefit corporation, you started very small.
Yes.
And you also are part of what they call the Union Kitchen.
That's right.
Can you explain to us a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you go back many years, you could say my wife started with our recipes. She was making alfajores when she was in high school, making it in her home kitchen, selling them to her friends. Yeah. But if you want to sell to the public in DC or Maryland or Virginia, you need a license. You need to be in a Department of Health certified facility. And that's very expensive to build when you're just starting out. And so Union Kitchen is an incubator, and they offer this great service of them having done the work to build out a very high quality Department of Health certified facility, and we rent just a little part of it. And that allows us to sell to the public with a license without having to have our own facility. And I should mention that Crossroads itself, they also are running a small community kitchen incubator. Yeah, the same idea, to try to give smaller entrepreneurs and businesses a chance to produce in a fully certified kitchen.
And what has been your experience working with, because we have here, you just mentioned it, the community kitchen. What has been your experience within the incubator?
My experience has been positive. Basically, my experience has been that there is so much about this business that I didn't know, and I didn't know that I didn't know it. If you know what I mean, you learn about the things you have to learn about. And so one of the benefits of being in a kitchen like that is, number one, that you can rent the space. But number two is you're surrounded by other small business owners, and perhaps the kitchen management. They know things that they can tell you about. So things like how to package your food, what you need to do for health inspections, where to sell, everything like that. And so I'm finding that that's a good part of the experience. Even though with any small business, there's a million things you didn't think of, at least you have some support network around you.
Oh, wow.
And yeah.
And what are you like your short goals and long goals within Pirca?
That's a good question. I think short term, we want to go through the farmers market season. We're doing a few other things too, farmers markets and pop-ups, to try to get our company known, people to try our food, and to try to grow and hire more. And then I don't know the exact timeline, but within the next year or so, we're going to start looking for a more permanent location, like a storefront where we can be open to the public. That'd be the goal.
Mark, now I know that you are learning Spanish, or you know Spanish.
Yes.
Well, you're married to a Peruvian, right?
That's right.
And
So
you've been
it's-
to Peru many times.
So it's mandatory that I speak.
And more important, you've been to Dominican Republic.
Yes, I have.